Let's talk about Fox News. Fox News, or you should just call them fascist news, or or state TV. That's what it is. I was watching The Five. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Fox News's The Five, then I honestly congratulate you. You probably live a very peaceful life if you're not thinking about that kind of stuff. But basically, it is four psychotic Republicans and one liberal. I believe her name is Jessica Tarloff. And you got Jesse Waters and, box wine mom, Jeanine Pirro, and Greg Gutfeld, because his show is called Gutfeld. His last name is Gutfeld, and he's got an exclamation point on it. Whatever. He fashions himself a comedian. He is not funny. I don't think I've ever heard him say anything funny, but it's regardless. Anyway, Jessica Tarloff is on there talking about all of the people that have been either kicked out of the country, well, not all of them, but, some of the top stories about people that have been kidnapped, snatched up without due process, and either sent to the work camp in El Salvador or to Guantanamo, or shipped to a private prison in Louisiana or Texas or wherever the hell that they're sending them. But she's going through the list of the guy that had a autism awareness tattoo, who is 20 years old. He's got a brother who is 14 or 15 who has autism, and he was snatched up because he had a tattoo of autistic awareness. They have that gay hairdresser who obviously he had some kind of tattoo, whatever these tattoos are. I mean, we're no due process, but tattoos, Oh, I see tattoo. You must be arrested. You have brown skin. Come on. I'm going to slap some cuffs on you, put you in the back of a unmarked van, and I'm taking you to an undisclosed location, So she also mentioned the Tufts student that I spoke of last week, that was snatched off of the street in Massachusetts, and she's been, I think she might be in that Louisiana private prison in waiting to get deported, along with Mahmoud Khalil, who is the Columbia student. He was a Columbia graduate student who had been acting as a liaison between the pro-Palestinian protesters, or anti-IDF bombing and killing of Palestinian people, genocide, ethnic cleansing, whatever you want to call it. They were protesting against it. Khalil was acting as kind of an intermediary between them and the Columbia the Columbia hierarchy. And what the protesters wanted was, hey, stop investing college money into Israel. They're doing ethnic cleansing, and we don't like that. So that's what the student body was doing all the protesting over in Columbia. And he was acting as an intermediary. From all accounts, even from the Columbia staff, he was nice and cordial. He's a green card holder, and he's got a wife who is pregnant, 8 months pregnant with his child, and they snatched him up and took him to Louisiana. Anyway, Jessica Tarloff she goes through a list of people that have been snatched up and deported or put into holding cells and jails without any due process. That gay hairdresser, that one is in the El Salvadorian work prison camp. He's the propaganda film where they were shaving their heads and putting him in white suits. And then you have Kristi Noem, noted dog killer, is now doing like a photo op in front of the prisoners, in her cute little, MAGA hat and her little tight tee. And she's like, do I look sexy? I look sexy, right? I'm standing in front of all these prisoners. And if you do bad stuff, you're going to end up here. Okay? Okay. Look at my Rolex. Fuck you, Kristi Noem. Seriously, fuck you. Anyway, so Jessica Tarloff lists a whole bunch of these people, and then immediately you see the four psycho-conservative hosts just either talk over her or try to tear down all of the stuff that she's saying. All of the stuff she's saying is 100% true, 100% accurate. So what do? They just try their damnedest to either obfuscate or shut her down or just come up with some other bullshit talking point. Jesse Waters is saying, you're defending terrorists. That's become the new mantra of the right, is this everybody's a terrorist. Terrorist, terrorist, terrorist. How many times can I say the word terrorist in one fucking sentence? Ask Jesse Waters. He's really good at it. Terrorist, terrorist, terrorist. You've got more care about these terrorists that are coming after Americans. No, honey. That Gage hairdresser is not a terrorist. Didn't do anything wrong. And even if they had done something wrong, even if you are the worst terrorist, you still get due process. That's how America works. It's the foundation of our judiciary system. You get due process. You either do a crime or you get convicted of a crime or accused of a crime or what have you. You get fucking due process. That's America. That's the Constitution. And going against that is just straight up fascist bullshit. I heard Jeanine Pirro, god damn, I mean, the talk about soused. Look, I'm not going to sit here and bash her over being a fucking drunk, but she's like, there's like 10 million of these people. You saying that they all deserve due process? I mean, for God's sakes, come on. We don't have the judges for that. Hire them. Hire them, Jeanine. Not you, but the actual government. If you want to kick people out of the country, you got to give them due process. And that requires a judge. Then hire more fucking judges. Don't say we don't have judges and golly gee, I guess there's nothing we can do. Oh, the plane is already in the air. There's nothing we can do. Oh, God, we made a mistake and we sent one of them to this El Salvadorian prison and oops, golly gee, we screwed up. Nothing we can do about it now. What, they don't have phones? You can't call them? You can't say, hey, we fucked up. Send that guy back to us. Every excuse in the book except the doing the right fucking thing. Meanwhile, we got Marco Rubio. He is using AI to target students that say anti-nationalist things. Jesus Christ, man, that's his fucking Third Reich shit. Saying anti-nationalist stuff. It's thought crime bullshit. It's thought crime bullshit. They've already done like 300 students. You know, either snatched them up or force them into self-deporting because they're scared to death that if I don't leave, then Marco Rubio is going to have his jackbooted thugs in hoodies and masks come and snatch me up off the street and maybe send me to a country that I've never even been to. I mean, we're talking about, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Every president for decades has been going after the criminal immigrant. Barack Obama was known as the deporter-in-chief. He deported so many people. At this point, there are not that many criminal immigrants left in this country. They probably took care of them in the first week. Now, all it is left is either people that are seeking asylum that are already here with asylum paperwork, or that you're a legal resident, or you're a green card holder. A lot of these people who are getting deported they're called by INS or ICE to come in and re-up their paperwork, and then as soon as they arrive, they slap cuffs on them and deport them. These people that are actually doing it the right way. They got to come in here the right way. And meanwhile, Jessica Tarloff is like, yeah, these people are documented, meaning they did it the right way. Meanwhile, she's like, oh, well, I don't know about that. Hold on. Let me have another sip of my Chardonnay all day, baby, because fascism is coming and I'm so fucking happy about it. And you need to shut up, liberal. That woman, honey, you need to be put out to pasture, honestly. I don't think I've ever heard you say a smart thing. And I don't know if I've ever heard you say anything without slurring your fucking words. You mean, talk about Pete Keg's breath. Jeanine, Merlot, Pirro. All day, drinking baby. Anyway, okay, so that's the show. I really appreciate you sticking around and watching. And please, if you don't mind, liking and subscribing. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means the world to me. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care.